Hey everyone, Coach Russ here. Here's another baseline inbound play you can use against a person-to-person defense. This video will cover the basic set pattern and one other option you can run from the same formation. Key teaching points. It's everyone's responsibility to 1. Know the defense. It seems obvious, but you must know what style defense your opponent is running in order to effectively run a play against it. 2. Know the plays specific to the defense. If I'm a player on the court and I know my opponent is running a person-to-person defense, I want to have the specific plays my team uses against that particular defense in my mind and ready to execute. And 3, each player on the team should know how to run each position from that play. That's not to say it isn't important who plays what position on a play, but no player should ever say, "That's not my position, so I don't need to know that." Once the ball goes out of bounds, a play should be called from either the coach or a player on the court. I always prefer to give my players or a designated player on the court the responsibility of calling inbound plays. 1. This will promote confidence in your players to fully understand the game, and 2. There will undoubtedly come a time as a coach when you're attending to a player or a referee and unable to call the play. Trust your players to grow in this area, no matter how young. A wrong call is only an opportunity for learning and growth. The time to set up for your play is before we're ready to inbound the ball. Teach your players to use this time your inbounder takes to get out of bounds to set up for your plays. The time to set up for your play is immediately after the play is called. Players should hustle to get information before we're ready to inbound the ball. Inbound basics. Teach your players to never inbound the ball directly under the basket. This will eliminate the risk of hitting the backboard on long passes. Also, don't inbound right up against the out-of-bounds boundary. You can and should move back from the baseline before you receive the ball from the referee. You can move both feet while inbounding the ball on any throw-in, but if the throw-in does not follow a made basket by your opponent, then the inbounder must keep at least 1 foot inside this imaginary 3-foot area and not step on the boundary line. Once the ball is at the player's disposal, the referee will start a 5-second countdown. If you do not inbound the ball prior to time expiring, your team will turn over the ball on an inbound time violation. Regardless of the side we are inbounding from, our setup for this play will be the same. Our 2 smaller players, 2 and 3, above the free throw line, and our 2 taller players, 4 and 5, below the free throw line and outside the key. The 2 top players start facing the baseline, and the 2 bottom players start facing the top of the 3-point arc at an angle. The play starts with a cross screen from our top player on the ball side. A quick jab step away from the screen will help create space from the defender and run them into the screen. Once the initial cross screen is set, a second screen for player 2 is set by player 5, freeing up player 2 to receive a pass in this area. The second screen will also work if the top defenders switch on the first screen. Once our 2 player comes off the second screen, they should be asking for the ball with their hands in the catch position. Our 4 player will now set a screen on our 3 player to roll out to the corner. We want to inbound the ball to our 2 player coming off the second screen, then clear out of that area immediately, making sure to clear this area of possible help defenders. Once we inbound the ball to our 2 player, our 5 player will locate and set a screen on player 4's defender. Player 4 will always come high off the screen asking for the ball. When the cross screen by player 5 is set, player 4 comes high off the screen looking for the ball as player 5 reverse pivots toward the basket looking for the pass. A good screen and reverse pivot to the basket from our 5 player with a solid pass fake from our 2 player will lead to some wide open layups. More often than not, you'll get a defensive switch at the top, freeing up the lane to the basket even more. Here's a look at the entire play. In this example, the defense switches at the top of the key and we get a wide open layup. Here's a look at the play slowed down a bit. Cross screen by our 3 player. Player 2 comes around a second screen from our 5 player to get the ball. 4 sets a back screen for player 3, who flares out to the opposite corner. We inbound the ball to player 2 and clear the low post area. 5 locates and sets a screen on player 4's defender, then reverse pivots to the basket for an open layup. You can also make the entry pass from the top of the key with a second pass to our 4 player. And you'll always have the option to pass to player 3, rolling out to the opposite corner to inbound the ball, or a baseline corner shot if it's open. Now, a variation of this play is 4 up 2 or 42. After running 4 up for a while, you may notice the top defensive guards switching on the screen. This variation can take advantage of that switch. The play starts with a cross screen from our top player on the ball side. A quick jab step away from the screen will help create space from the defender and run them into the screen. The key to getting a layup here and catching the defense off guard is to have run the original play several times and to have this setup look and feel like you're going to execute that exact same play. When running 42, if the first cut is covered, the play continues with a back screen from player 5. Player 3 will come off the screen and look to receive the ball in this area, while player 2 clears the area under the basket. This will often lead to an open wing shot or easy inbound. The last option is our 5 player rolling off the screen toward the basket. The entry pass can come from the wing guard. Or we can pass fake to our wing guard and inbound directly to our 5 player, cutting down. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my video. If you're going to try this play out, I wish you much success. Leave me a comment and let me know how it worked out for you and your team. If you've recorded a video of your team running this play, or any of the plays you learned from my channel and would like for me to create a YouTube video reviewing the execution of the play, please email me at coachrussvideos@gmail.com. This is a great way to help you refine those small but important details and for others in our community to learn from it as well. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Blessings to you and have a great season.